Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Friday, June the 19th. Sun is shining here on Jewett Creek in White Salmon at the Hermitage this morning. And something about the quality of light says it's summer. So, and indeed, in a couple days, we have the summer solstice coming up. So, seems like, at least on one level, everything's normal and as it should be. Who is all here this morning? 59 of my favorite people. A few announcements for those tuning into the evening pujas. Last night I decided we'd switch over to chanting the Parita chanting, the auspicious chants. So we'll be doing that for a little bit here. I like to kind of switch things up every once in a while. We need to kind of practice these things anyways, and so we'll be doing some Parita chanting for a while. People interested in the Pali there. Some of them you might know. Oftentimes we include in our Parita chanting the Karaniya Metta Sutta, which is the, what's the English title we have in our chanting book? The Discourse on Loving Kindness or something like that. So from the Sutta Nipata, one of my favorite suttas or verses on the cultivation of Metta Bhavana. So that's in there. Also the Itipiso. And then everybody knows or ought to know the Namo Tassa, homage to the Blessed One, and the three refuges. So we start off with an invitation to the Devatas, summoning the Devatas to come and listen, alerting them that the Dhamma is about to be recited, and then go into the triple homage and the refuges, the three refuges. So for those joining us in the evening time, that's the program for a while. So if you don't have volume 2, grab volume 2 or the PDF of it and be prepared for that. So also I've heard from people that are in different parts of the world listening at different times to this. And the date is a bit off, so they were asking for different naming conventions so it's easy to find particular days. So I'm going to change up the naming convention for people that are watching this who are not participating live. And I'll just pop in the a very short form of the date. And then I just shortened it to morning coffee instead of morning coffee with Ajahn Sudanto. We all know it's Ajahn Sudanto. So that'd be the new naming convention. And then also, since there's a bunch of these on the YouTube channel now, I've also set up playlists for the months, and it's a little bit of handwork to kind of go in and do this, but there's playlists for the different months. And those, one of the reasons I set those up is that's okay. So what I was saying was the one at the very top of that list will be yesterday's. So can you hear me now? Okay, one thumb, two thumbs. Yeah. Okay, obviously I didn't set my screen share up correctly, but for those who didn't hear, one more time, what I was saying is in the listing on those playlists, the yesterday's will be at the very top, and then they just kind of go down. So if you want to catch up, say you take a break, and for some reason you want to catch up, you can just go and hit that playlist. It'll play yesterday's, and then the day before that, and the day before that, until you get sick of hearing Ajahn Sudanto. So. Mhm. So I was listening to something early this morning on the theme of happiness and happiness research. And there's some research about the role that relationship plays in a happy life is something that's always been quite interesting. And for a celibate monk who lives in an order that takes seriously the Buddha's injunction to cultivate solitude and silence and simplicity, it might sound a little strange to be singing the praises of relationship as a form of happiness. But I think the research proves out that generally people that have meaningful relationships are happier than people that don't. And oftentimes, in the summary of one's life, it isn't how much money we made or how much time we spent at the office. It's oftentimes the relationships that we've had that in the final analysis have brought us the most meaning in our lives. So, and although the Buddha's injunction is to be a lover of solitude and inclined to silence, even profound level of